probably the festivity and everything. So let's begin. And bonsoir, everyone. Before getting started, the ones who are present, like Madame Stella, Saurav, and Omio and Shubhadeep, if you have anything to ask, if you want to clarify anything as such regarding the previous day's work, you can come up.
No, sir, nothing to mind.
Okay, okay. Omio, Saurav, Shubhadeep, if you want to ask anything regarding the last day's work, any questions, anything.
Actually, sir, in the previous class I was unavailable, so that's what.
Okay, you weren't there, Romeo, right? In the last
Yes, yes,
session.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah, I was unavailable.
Okay, Saurabh, I got your answer. So let's begin. Let's start. So before we get started, okay, I have marked one previously, sent previously, provided document in the group. It was on body parts. Okay, so I sent an audio recording of the words. There are so many names, body parts are given there. There were two screenshots and one audio recording of the same. So I have marked it in the group because I just wanted to start with these body parts. Okay, this kind of a as a revision of these body parts, how to pronounce and like the articulation and everything. So before we get started, okay, I just want to everyone to take a look at that document on body parts, the one that I have just marked in the group, and I'll ask you for the pronunciation, and you'll try to pronounce them. Okay. So okay. Now, how I have already sent an audio recording of the same, and whether you have already listened to it or not doesn't matter. Let's do it this way. So there are so many names given. Okay. The heading, the title of the document is Les parties du corps. The word partie here means parts. Okay, parts. And the word corps, which is given at the end, is which means body. Okay. And this word is used to talk about the human body, not a body for any in object or any like. So les parties du corps, the parts of the body. Okay, it's like that. So this les which is coming before the word partie, it's basically a definite article. Okay, it's like the English word. It's like the in English, the. Okay, the parts, les parties, the parts du corps of the body. Now, where from this du we'll get to know. Okay, I'm not getting into this immediately. It's like of the. Okay, les parties du corps, the parts of the body. So this les is an article here. Okay, the parts of the body, les parties du corps. Now, I'll repeat the first five, okay, and you will repeat after me. You don't have to. You can say mute. Shubhodri, you want to say something? Anything?
Sir, I have written on the chat box. Sir, actually, I'm outside today, so I'm attending the class, but I will not be able to speak today, sir.
Okay,
So,
okay. Sure, sure.
okay,
Yes, I've just seen. Okay, okay, okay. Sure, Shubhodri. No problem.
okay.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. But I'm
If you want
attending
to,
the class, sir.
yes, yes, absolutely. If you have any question or anything, you can type in the chat. Okay,
Okay.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
absolutely. Yes. So what I'm gonna do, I'll repeat the first five. You'll repeat in your mind, and then I'll ask you individually. Those who are for like Shubhodip, he's outside. So for those who for whom it's possible to answer, okay, you can come up. I'll ask you. I'll call your name. If you can answer, you can come up or just okay pronounce. Okay. So the first five, like the first one, la tête. Okay. So before each of the body parts, okay, you'll be getting these words la or le or le. So these are basically the English article the, definite article the. Okay. In English we have one definite article that is the. In French, however, we have got three, or in another way, if you see it, it's four. Okay, so we have to so la tête, the first one. The word tête means head. So la tête doesn't mean the head. I'm not talking about any particular head. This la will go with the noun. Okay. In English, we don't say the head. We do say, but that's for a different reason. Like, okay, like if we want to specify a particular, head or something very much definite. But in French, we put the article before nouns in many, on many occasions where you would not expect the same in English. Okay. In French, the article or this the is more intrinsic, okay, more related to the noun. It's more related to the noun than English. So we will use this article. So let's take a look at this thing. The body parts, okay, les parties du corps. So the first one, la tête. Okay, la is used before a feminine noun. Okay, a noun, and like in French, every noun has a gender. Okay, which is very unlike in English. In English, we do have the concept of gender, but that is restricted to living things only, not for non-living things. Like the objects, like this book that I'm holding in my hand. This book has a gender. Okay, it has a masculine gender. Now, how like okay, this book has a gender. Like this pen that I'm holding, this pen also has a gender. Okay, this glasses that I'm wearing has a gender. This T-shirt that I'm wearing has a gender. Okay, so every noun has a gender in French. Okay, so yeah, in the beginning, for those who are absolutely new to the language, to them it might seem really daunting, like, oh, how am I supposed to remember so many genders? But it's actually something which comes, with time and with your, once you get into the flow, you start learning. You can learn it very naturally. Okay, and obviously from time to time we'll also discuss the rules, how to remember. So this is absolutely grammatical classification. Okay, it has got nothing to do with the characteristic or the nature of the noun. Okay, so it has got nothing to do. Like this noun is masculine or this noun is feminine. You can't understand this particular categorization based on the nature of the object. You can't. It is a simple grammatical classification, purely grammatical. Okay. So just to start with, nouns ending with the letter E, like the first word in this list of the body parts, la tête, which means head. This noun ends with an E. E without any accent. Okay. If you remember when we were discussing the document on l'alphabet français, the French alphabet, we were discussing some accents on the letter E. We use a couple of symbols on the letter E. So those are accented E's. But E without any accent at the end of a word is silent. Okay, we never pronounce it. And another important thing, words ending with the letter E or unaccented E are mostly feminine. There are exceptions, but it's mostly feminine. Like more than 70% words, 75% words are feminine. Okay, so like the first word, la tête, head. So this article is used before a feminine singular noun. Like here, the word tête. Okay. The next one, le cou. Cou means neck, as it's given here. And before cou, we are using the article le. Le is used before a masculine singular noun. The word cou has a masculine gender, so we are using le. So I would recommend you. I would advise you from now on, when you start learning, building your vocabulary step by step, and when you learn a new noun, come across a new noun. Always learn it with its article. So because the article also tells the gender of the noun. Suppose you're looking for the word chest. How to say chest in French? The word is given here in the document. Poitrine. Poitrine. So you won't only learn poitrine. You will learn la poitrine. So this way. So the article is very much, it's more related to the noun. It's more intrinsic with the noun than so we will put this before it. So it's going to be la poitrine. So learn it this way. So that gender thing, automatically will get into your mind. You'll be able to know the gender. And obviously, if you're buying a dictionary, in a good dictionary, obviously the gender is always mentioned of a particular noun. So la poitrine is chest. Then l'estomac or le ventre. Both the words estomac and ventre are masculine. Now you can tell me that why this l or la is suddenly becoming l apostrophe in the fourth sentence. Why it is becoming less stomach, although the noun is masculine, because the word starts with a vowel. Okay, so when this la and la that we have seen in the first three with the first three words, la with the first one, la with the second one, and la again with the third one, because first and third both are feminine nouns. They end with the letter e and they are feminine. But the fourth one, le ventre, is easily understandable that it's masculine, although it ends with e. Here's an exception, although it ends with e, but it's masculine. And estomac is also masculine. But before estomac, we are not writing le, and we are not, and nor we are pronouncing it as le estomac. We will be pronouncing it as l'estomac, because that le or la, the masculine and the feminine article, will get contracted or elided rather, okay, before a vowel. So whenever a word starts with a vowel, whether it's masculine or feminine, irrespective of the gender of the word, this la and la will get elided. So we'll write it as l apostrophe. Okay. So it will be l'estomac, not le estomac. And number 5 is la main, which means your hand, la main. Number 6, la cuisse, la cuisse. If you remember, while discussing the alphabet document, I gave you a hint regarding the pronunciation of this UI, the vowel U and I written together. U and E, as we say in French, but together we don't pronounce it like that. Okay, so the pronunciation is a little different. It's V. It's a very fine pronunciation. V. Quiz. Quiz. Okay, like V. Like this way we pronounce it. Okay, it's quiz. Quiz. Try to follow the position of my lips. It's quiz. Quiz. La cuisse. It ends with E, so it has a feminine gender, and hence we are using la before it. Les jambes, legs, since it is plural, before a plural noun, irrespective of its gender, masculine or feminine, we are always going to use les. Before any plural noun, it's always going to be les, irrespective of the gender. Okay, les jambes. Then the next word is le genou. Le genou, which is your knee, it has a masculine gender. Nouns ending with the letters O and U are usually masculine. Like take a look at number 2, le cou, neck, it's masculine. Le genou, it's also masculine. Okay, noun, this gender thing, masculine or feminine, is to a great extent based on the ending of the noun endings. Okay, so we will discuss this noun ending step by step. So this OU ending that you're getting here in number 8 and number 2, this is a typically masculine ending. Okay, so then number 9 is le pied, and number 10 la hanche, la hanche. Okay, number 11 is l'épaule. Now the word l'épaule has a feminine gender. It ends with the letter E, but we are not writing la épaule. Okay, we are writing l'épaule. As I told you, le and la will get elided, contracted to l apostrophe before a noun beginning with a vowel. So we are not saying la épaule, it's l'épaule. You can never say like that, never write like that. Okay, it's l'épaule. You have to do it. Okay. If you say la épaule, it's one of the most serious basic grammatical error in French. Okay. So la tête, le cou, la poitrine, l'estomac ou le ventre, la main, la cuisse, les jambes, le genou, le pied, la hanche, l'épaule. Okay. These are the 11 words that I've pronounced right now. Now, I'm going to come to you individually and I'll ask you to pronounce the first 11 words that we have just discussed, along with the article. Okay? So I'll start with Madame Minakshi. Madame Minakshi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you, but I'm so really sorry. I couldn't follow last two classes, and I am getting confused. So I can't reply today. I am trying to cope up with the
No, Madame.
lack
Today,
of
what
the
we're doing,
classes.
it's a completely new lesson, Madame. Last
Yes,
day, we did something different, and today we are
yes.
doing the body parts. Were you
Yeah.
following, Madame, which document we were doing?
Yes, the documents have. I have some. I think I have mess up with the documents. I can't follow it. I'm trying to follow,
Okay.
but I can't follow it.
We are doing the document. Take a look at our WhatsApp group. We are doing this document. I have marked it. You
Uh,
see
ca-
the last
can
one.
you please mark the
I
last
have
one?
already marked it at 7 8 p.m. at 7:08 p.m. I have marked the document. You see
Okay, I'm trying to find it out.
that one.
Okay.
That one.
Mhm.
Right,
Please,
right
please,
below the my
please give,
last.
please give me some time, please, sir.
Sure, madam. Take your time. No problem. No worries. Then, okay. Let's come to Omeo. Could you pronounce along with the article?
Yes, sir. Which one?
The one that we were discussing just now. The body parts.
Yes, yes. La tête, les coups,
Okay.
la poitrine,
La poitrine. Okay.
la poitrine, okay. L'estomac,
L'estomac. Okay.
l'estomac.
7, 6.
La main,
La main. Okay.
la cuisse,
La cuisse.
les jambes,
Les jambes. Okay.
les genoux,
Le genou.
les genoux, le pied,
Le pied.
le pied, okay. La hanche,
La hanche.
la hanche, l'épaule,
L'épaule.
l'épaule.
Okay. Well done. Well tried, Omeo. So then, I'll come to Madame Stella. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, Madame, could you please pronounce the
Yes, yes, sir. No. So, la tête, le
la tête,
cou,
tête,
la tête, le cou, la poitrine, l'estomac, la main, la cuisse, les jambes, les genoux, le pied, la hanche, l'épaule.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well done, Madame. Well,
Thank you.
then I'll come to Acha. Shubhodip, you said you're outside. Okay, so I'm not asking you today. And so, Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Abhishek, could you pronounce the words, the first 11 words? Yes.
Yeah, just a second. Bonfre, चाहिए, garden, hami,
Abhishek, could you just say it a little louder? Like your voice is coming very feeble.
parapluie, wheezin, sil, bhayatur, ek rap.
Uh, uh, which document you were saying, Abhishek? I couldn't get. Are you saying the one on body parts? Okay. Um, Saurav, will you be able to say? Pronounce the body parts. Okay. So, Abhishek, we were doing the one on the body parts, although that's like what's very good, so I can understand which one you're saying. Okay. Someone has written in the group. Let me see. Oh, no, 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 no. Not this one, Abhishek. We are not doing this one. We are doing the body parts. We're doing the body parts. Like I have marked it here. You see, Abhishek, at 7 8 p.m. Okay, I have marked the document. This one. I'm marking it again in case you're not able to follow this one. This one. I have sent the thing. Okay. All right. All right. No problem. So we were doing this one. Mm, So now it's all right, Abhishek. Like texted. Okay. So then mm, now so we'll come to the next part. The next the next words that are given like les cheveux number 12 les cheveux le bras, okay, le coude, okay, le coude, and okay. So now before this proceeding, I would like to tell you that when you're pronouncing this thing, you must be like pretty careful regarding pronunciation, the pronunciation of the like the words, the articles mainly. Like the masculine article, it is le. Okay, you can take a look how I'm pronouncing it. It's le. The feminine article is la, and the plural article les will be le. Okay, le. So it's le, la, le. All right. So just keep in mind when you're pronouncing it, you have to. Otherwise, if you mix it up, it will be understood that you're saying the wrong gender. Okay. So the first one, les cheveux, which means hair, les cheveux. The word cheveux is usually used in plural in French. Okay, we use it in plural. Then le bras, le coude, les doigts, l'ongle de pied, which is toenail. Ongle means nails. Okay, ongle. And ongle de pied means toenail. Okay, like okay? Then we have l'orteil, which means toe. Le poignet, which is wrist. L'œil, that is eye. Les yeux, which is eyes, plural. Le nez, that is nose. And le visage, that is face. So now I'll come to uh, like let's see. So I have pronounced the second part as well. So now I want Madame Stella. Could you pronounce the next from 11 to 20? Can you pronounce it?
From 12, right? Number 12?
Number 12. Yes, number 12.
Okay. Yeah. Les chevaux, le bras, le coude, le doigt, l'ongle de pied, l'orteil, le
L'orteil.
pou- l'orteil, le poignet, l'œil, les yeux, le nez, le visage.
All right. Well done, Madame. Omeo, take a try.
Yes, sir. Les cervix, les bras, les couilles, Les joguei, l'anglais des pieds, les hôtels, les programmes, les oils, les eyes,
Les
les
yeux.
knees, les visages.
Le visage. Okay.
Le visage.
Okay. Madame Minakshi, want to take a try?
I will try, but I think I will be wrong. Uh, 12 les cheveux,
Okay.
les bras, les côtes, les la doigt. Uh, number 16, I can't guess.
Number 16 will be Madame. L'ongle, l'ongle de,
L'ongle
de
de
pied.
de pied. L'ongle de pied.
Yes.
L'ongle de pied.
Pied. Yes.
L'hôtel, le
L'orteil,
l'hôtel, le poignet,
le poignet. Yes.
le poignet, le œil,
L'œil, l'œil,
l'œil, les yeux,
les yeux,
le nez,
le nez,
le nez, le visage,
le visage.
le visage,
Okay.
le visage,
Visage. Yes. Le visage.
visage.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Well done, Madame. Well tried. So, okay. Now, okay. So, we were discussing the body parts, like the pronunciation. So, I have sent an audio recording of this thing. So, you would listen to it. Okay. You would listen to it. And, like, then we will again discuss. Okay, again, I'll ask you for the sounds because for this pronunciation, because these vocabulary is absolutely necessary for you, have to. Huh. Now, let's come to this document. This one. I'll just mark it. This document. I'm marking it in the group. You all will come to this one, okay? Yes, I've marked it. Take a look. So I've marked the document in the group. All of you take a look at it. It's the one that I sent, that the last document that I sent. Okay, so take a look, everyone. In this document, basically, what we are going to learn from this document. Okay, from this document, we are going to learn how to use possessive words in French. How to use possessive words in French, like learning to say the English equivalents of the the French equivalents of the, like the English word like my, your, his, or her. So, like, if I ask you, like, Madame Minakshi, could you tell me that when do we use this English word my? Like, what's the purpose? What do we denote by with this word my? Can we use this word in English all alone without anything, or we always use it with a certain another word with it? Like this words, like my, your, his, or her. We call this possessives. Okay. So
Kind,
why do
kind,
we call? Wait, madam.
just to indicate kind of possession.
kind of possession. Yes, possession or anything that belongs to us, like any kind of relationship,
Exactly.
possession, or something
Yeah.
that belongs to us in relationship with
Yes.
us. Like we can say
Yes.
my city, my life, my
Yes.
problem,
Yes.
my house,
Yes.
my family, anything. Oui, madam. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. So anything that is related to us, that belongs to us, okay, that we own, that we have in, that, okay, kind of relationship, and anything that's belongs to the speaker. Okay, so these are the words. So the logic, the grammatical logic that goes behind the use of these possessive words in French is pretty much the same. Okay, we use this possessive words in a very similar manner, and but there is a difference. You can see from in the document, you can see that the English word mine has got three possible translations in French. One is mon, mon, another is ma, and another is may, mes, may. Now, why so? Because in French, these possessive words are going to accord or agree with the gender and number. Number means whether the noun is singular or plural. So these possessive words are going to accord or agree with the gender, gender and number of the noun before which they are placed. For example, in English, we say, if I say my book, this is my book. If I say my book, okay, and then I can also say like my glasses, okay, or I can say my hand, like this. So now the word for glasses, or if I want to say like my watch, my watch, the word is montre, and then I say my book. So it's all the same basically. We use the same possessive word to talk about first person possession. My book, my watch, my bag, my life, my problems, my house, my family, my mother, my brother. Everything belongs to this first person. I. Okay. But this possessive word that I'm using, it's all the same all along. My. Why? Because in English we don't we don't like like categorize nouns, or especially non-living, nouns which talk about non-living things, objects or abstract ideas and common nouns or anything. We don't accord any gender to these nouns. The word book does not have any gender in French. The word pen, the noun pen, does not have any gender in English. Okay, the this this speakers, this AirPods, they don't have these device. They don't have any gender in English. They are non-living things. It's all the same. Okay, like not categorized as masculine or feminine. But in French, we do have. We categorize every noun as either masculine or feminine, right? So depending on the gender of that particular noun before which we place it, we have to like alter or vary our possessive word. So that's the thing. That's what you have to get used to. Okay. So take a look when mo is used. Mo is used before a masculine singular noun or a feminine singular noun starting with a consonant. We use mo. The N is actually a nasal sound. Huh? It's mo, mo, mo. It can also be pronounced as mon, n. The N also can be pronounced as a normal N without the nasal when there is a vowel after it. If the noun that follows after it begins with a vowel, then we pronounce it as mon. But otherwise, we pronounce it as mo, mo. Okay. So you see, mo is used before any masculine noun. For example, the word for book or the word for pen. The word book in French is livre, and the word for pen is stylo. And both these nouns, they are masculine. They are masculine gender. They have a masculine gender in French. So before these words, suppose if I want to say my pen, so I will say mon livre. If I want to say, sorry, mon stylo. I'm sorry, mon stylo. The word for pen is stylo in French, stylo, and it has a masculine gender in French. Although in English we don't categorize nouns like this, the non-living things as masculine or feminine. So in English it's all the same. My pen, my book. Okay. So it's like that. If I want to say my book, it will be mon livre because the word for book, livre, in French, it has a masculine gender. Okay. So it's like that. So what if I want to say my watch? The word for watch is montre. In French, it is montre, and the word has a feminine gender. So if I want to say my watch, I won't say mon montre, M-O-N. I will use the second word, ma, M-A, ma montre. It doesn't matter who the speaker is. Whose watch, the possessor, the one who owns the watch, that possessor's gender is not important here. Okay. This I, so when I'm saying my watch, it's not always going to be, like me saying it. Okay. It can be a female feminine person also. Like Madame Stella or Madame Meenakshi can also say, my watch is stolen. My watch is broken. My watch is beautiful. So for them also, it's going to be ma montre because the word montre is feminine. That's why. And we are putting these possessive words right before the possession, not the possessor or the owner. The possessor or the owner is understood from the words. Okay. So the word montre is feminine, so we are going to use ma. The word livre is masculine, so we are going to use mon, not ma. Okay. Then when to use may, the last one, mes, we use it before any plural noun. Any plural noun. If I want to say my books, like it's plural, my books, more than one, my books, then it will be mes livres, mes livres. Then I won't say mon livre because mon is used before a singular noun. It will be mes livres, the third example, mes. Mes livres. The S is usually silent. Okay, but at times we do pronounce it like a Z, mes, if the next word starts with a vowel. Okay, like this. So may is used before any plural noun, masculine or feminine. May livre. Okay. Then that's the thing. Now that's the logic. So mo is used before any masculine noun or a feminine singular noun starting with a vowel. And ma is used before any feminine singular noun starting with a consonant. Like the word montre, watch, montre. The word begins with ma. It begins with an M, which is a consonant. So we are saying ma. But if I'm using any feminine noun that starts with a vowel, we will be using mo only. Okay, mo. Okay. Till now, Omio, Madame Stella, Saurav, Shubhodeep, Madame Meenakshi, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
First
Yes,
one, what if it
sir.
Uh,
started with consonant B?
yeah. Uh, Madame Stella, you saying something? I can't hear you.
Yes, yes. I was telling that the last one, what you said, that if it started with any consonant, then what is that? I could not understand that part.
Uh, and regarding May, MES,
Mm-hmm. MES, it will
May,
be MES na, for all
plural,
cases, or there will be.
before a plural noun. When the noun is becoming plural, it will be
Hmm.
MES. Like it's mo stilo, my pen. Stilo has a masculine gender. So before that, I'm going to use mo. But if it's more than one pen, it will be me stilo. And it's not, and the word stilo will also change. We have to add an extra S at the end of the singular word, just like English. We add an extra consonant S at the end of the singular word, exactly, just
Hmm.
like that. But this S in French will be silent. So the pronunciation will remain same, stilo, but that possessive part will change. Mo will change to may. And in may, the plural
Okay.
possessive, that final S is
Hmm.
usually silent. unless
Hmm.
the next word starts with a vowel. If that happens, that final
Okay.
S sound is linked to the next vowel sound, and we pronounce it like a Z,
Hmm.
and it is pronounced as mez, mez,
Nice.
like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
For the first one, more used before a masculine singular noun and also a feminine singular noun, starting with a vowel, right, sir? So I have a question. The starting with a vowel, is this applicable only for feminine singular word or
Yes,
both?
madam. Yes. No, madam. Only for feminine singular noun.
Only for feminine.
Yes.
Okay.
Before
Okay.
any masculine singular noun, you are going to use mo always. But
Always
if a feminine singular noun,
more.
you're going to use ma most of the time, unless that feminine singular noun begins with a vowel. Then you can't use ma. You have to come back to
Oh.
mo again, and you will put that mo.
Then vowel is applicable only for feminine in case of
Feminine.
more. Mm. Okay,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
In
Thank you.
case of feminine. Yes.
Mm.
So now let's take a look at the next row. Ton, ta, and te. It works on the same principle, same logic, but this time, as you can see from the translation, this my changes to your. Like my watch, ma montre, your watch, your. Second person's position, your. It will be ta montre. My book, mon livre, your book, ton livre. Like, where is your book? Où est ton livre? Like this. Okay, so it's ton, ta, and te. We use it for the second person position, second person singular. Your. Okay, the same logic like mo, ma, and me. Same principles. Ton before any masculine singular noun or feminine singular noun starting with a and then it will be te before any plural noun, and ta before any feminine singular noun starting with a consonant, like that. Same logic. Okay. Ton, ta, te. Ma montre, ta montre, your watch. Mon livre, ton livre, like this. And then the third row, son, sa, se. Now, son and sa, both son and sa can have multiple translations in English. Okay. Son can be translated as his or her. Sa can also be translated as his or her. Similarly, the last one, se, can also be translated as his or her. Because suppose I want to say, suppose I'm writing something. This is a word, livre, book. Okay. So if suppose I've written something, son livre, S. So the word livre has a masculine gender. So before livre, we are going to use son, S-O-N, just like mo and ton. So I've written son livre. Now, how do you translate it? Suppose nothing else is given, no background information is given. Only on a white board, it is written son livre. Now, are you going to translate this son as his or her? That depends on the context. Okay. Suppose, like if I want to say, so like an interaction, like if I say, this is Robert. Robert is a male name. It's a male person. Okay. It's not I. It's not you. It's Robert, third person. Okay. So this is Robert. His book is interesting. Maybe Robert is, it can mean, it's a bit ambiguous sentence. His book is interesting. Like it can mean the book that Robert has is interesting, or it can also mean like a book that he's written that's interesting, whatever it is. So here it's son livre will be his book because the possessor here is Robert. But instead of Robert, if I use Rebecca or if I say Marie, it's a very common French name, Marie, which is a female name, Marie, then it will be her book. Son livre will be translated as her book. But nonetheless, son will be following the same principles as mo and ton. We'll be using it before a masculine singular noun and a feminine singular noun starting with a vowel. Just like sa and say. Same logic. Mo, ma, me is for first person position. My, ton, ta, te, your second person. Son, sa, se for any third person. That third person can be a male or a female. That doesn't matter. But this son and sa and se will depend on the noun before which we are putting the word. Whether that noun is masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter whether that possessor is a he or a she. All right. Anything you want to ask till from this one? Any questions, anyone? You can come up. You can clarify. Any questions? Madam Stella, Madam Minakshi, Omio, Saurav, Shubhodeep.
No, no, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So these are things. And then we come to the last row. Okay. Here from the translation you can obviously understand what does it mean. And obviously the usage is also pretty similar at the basic level. So the first word, UN, it will be pronounced as a. The N is a nasal sound. Okay. It's a. The second one is un, and the last one is they. So a is used before a masculine singular noun, only a masculine singular noun, and a can be translated as a or an in English. It's like an indefinite article. Like you want to say, there is a man out there, a man. So a noun which is indefinite, unidentified, unknown to your listener or to the one to whom you are saying this, we use an indefinite article when the noun is not when the noun is unidentified, indefinite. Like there is a book on the table, a book. The identity is not known, whose book or okay, like this. So we use this. So in English also we have got a or an, but in English the difference is not based on gender. It is based on whether the noun begins with a consonant or a vowel. We say a potato, but an apple, or we say a man, okay, but an aeroplane. Like so, we use an before a vowel. Okay, so but in French, the a and un difference is not based on whether the noun begins with a consonant or a vowel. It depends on whether the noun is masculine or feminine. Okay, so it will be like if I want to say a pen, like I have a pen, a stilo. The word stilo is masculine, so it will be a. If I want to say I'm wearing a watch, so the word for watch is montre, and it has a feminine gender, so it will be une montre, not un. Although these words can have same translation, similar translation, and also grammatically they are doing the same work. Grammatically, they are doing the same kind of work, but they are not interchangeable. Okay, because the gender is a very important thing in French language, and you have to you have to abide yourself with this. Okay, and the plural is they. They, this thing is basically indefinite plural. It's like some, more than one. Okay, a man, some men. Okay, a tree, some trees. A flower, some flowers. Means it talks about a small quantity, but more than one. More than one. Okay, so and especially when that is countable, the noun is countable, then especially. So we'll come to that. So a, un, they, a or an, some. Okay, a, un, they. So from mo, ma, me, ton, ta, te, son, sa, se, un, une, they. So and sa and say, as you can see, they can be translated both ways, his or her. It all depends who the person is, who the possessor is. Okay, because so like like all of you take a look at the chat section. Just I'm sure you understood, but still just for a small example, not in the chat section, sorry, on WhatsApp in our class group. This is the first sentence. All of you look at all of you look at WhatsApp, okay, in our class group. Take a look at these two sentences. The first one, c'est Robert, C apostrophe EST. Say. It's one of the most common expressions in French. Say. In English, it can have multiple translations, but it is used to introduce or show or present a noun, living or non-living. So it can be, excuse me, it can be translated as it is or this is, or maybe he is or she is. Okay, like that. And so say Robert. Take a look at the first one. Say Robert. This is Robert. Robert is a male person. In the next line, I'm saying it's in connection with it. Son père. The word père. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of the word père? P-E-R-E. Père. Anyone? What is the meaning of the word père?
Father.
Father. Yes. So the word père means father. So son père est médecin. Médecin, the word médecin means doctor. Okay, doctor. So son père here means his father, because it's Robert who's who is the possessor, who's the whose relationship I'm talking about. So it's Robert. That's why it's his father is a doctor. EST is the verb is. Okay, is a doctor. But in the next example, I have written say Sophie. This is Sophie. Son père est médecin aussi. So here son père will be translated as her father, because who is the whose father I'm talking about? Who is the possessor, or whose relationship I'm talking about? It's Sophie. Sophie. So Sophie is a female person, so I can't say his father. It will be her father, because it's Sophie's father. Sophie is a female person. And the last word aussi means also. Son père est médecin aussi. Her father is also a doctor. C'est Robert. This is Robert. Son père est médecin. His father is a doctor. C'est Sophie. This is Sophie. Son père est médecin aussi. Her father is a doctor. Her father is also a doctor. Okay, like this. Anything you want to ask from this? Any question? Anyone? Or else we'll go to the worksheet. I've given a small exercise and we'll try to do this. Omio, Madam Minakshi, Madam Stella, Shubhadeep, Saurav, anything you have to ask?
No, sir.
Okay. Madam Minakshi, Omio, anything you want to ask?
Sir,
Yes.
MADC means doctor, right?
Metsa means doctor. A is the verb, is.
Okay.
EST is the verb. You will see, Omio, I have sent another document, another worksheet in our group, where you will get this verb to be. I have given the full list, how to say he is, she is, I am, you are. Okay, we'll do it, but just you can take a look. Not now, afterward. So this EST is the third person singular of the verb to be. Is. It's like English equivalent will be is. So, so son père, his father, is a doctor, médecin. And son père, with in case of Sophie, it will be her father, is a doctor, is also a doctor. So médecin aussi. Okay. Now we'll
Okay.
come to that worksheet, the small exercise that I've given below. So everyone take a look at this document. Hmm. So all of you come to this. Take a look.
Sir, in the document, the examples, all the meaning of the examples I can't
I'll give you.
guess.
Yes, madam. I'll
Yeah,
give it to you right away. Oui, madam.
okay.
Absolutely. So the first word, madam, is montre. In bracket, I have
Montre.
mentioned the gender.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes,
F
yes.
is feminine and
Ah,
M is masculine.
feminine.
Yes.
Okay.
So the word montre means
Right.
watch or wristwatch. The word montre means wristwatch. Okay. So, uh, the word montre has a feminine gender. So if I want to say my watch, so how am I going to say? Omio, can you say this? How will you say my watch?
Yes, sir. It will be like
Yes.
ma mantra.
Ma montre. Very good.
Ma mantra.
Yes. Because the word montre is feminine. So we have to use ma before it. Okay. If instead of you, if Madame Stella is saying this, okay, this is my watch. So here the possessor, the I, the first person is feminine. Then it's also going to be ma montre. There won't be any change because the word montre itself is feminine and it's going to be ma. Okay, like in case of Omeo, it won't become mo because here the speaker's gender is not important. The position, the object used in position or in relationship, that object, that noun gender is important. That noun's gender is to be considered. The next word is kaye. It's a very, very common noun, kaye. I'm sure all of you are having this with you, which means notebook or exercise book. The word kaye has a masculine gender. As you can see, I've given M in the bracket. So, how will you say my notebook? Madam Minakshi, how will you say my notebook or my exercise book?
Uh, just a second, sir. Kaiye. School. Mo kaiye.
Mo kaye, because it is
Mo
the
kaiye.
word kaye itself is masculine. So, you have
Mo
to use
kaiye.
mo before it. Yes. Now the next one is jardin, which means garden. The word jardin means garden. So it has a masculine gender. Usually words ending with in, where you have a nasal sound. The n has a nasal sound. Jardin. Usually this is basically a masculine ending. Okay, jardin. There are other words which ends with in combination, and they are also masculine. So jardin. So how will you say my garden, Madame Stella? Suppose you're saying to someone like, "This is my garden." How will you say that?
Mo jata.
And if you want to say your garden, suppose you are asking a friend of yours, where is your garden? How will you say that?
Then so jata.
Ton, ton jardin, exactement. Wait. Okay. Then the next word after jardin, the next word is ami. Okay, the word ami means friend. In bracket, I have given S. That means I have used the feminine form. Okay. When there is an E at the end of the word ami, it's here. That means a female friend is referred. Okay. If I am referring to a masculine friend, a male friend, sorry, then the E won't be there. Okay. So, ami. So here I'm using it in the feminine form. Suppose I want to say my friend. So how I'm going to say that, Omio? Pay a good look at the noun. Okay. Before saying. Ami has a feminine gender. Okay. And you have to say my friend. So how will you say that?
Ma ami.
Mon ami. Very good. It's not going to be ma ami, no? Although it's feminine. Why? Because the word ami,
Starting with
although it's
vowel.
feminine, it begins with a vowel. Exactly. Very good. Bravo. So it will be mon ami. The pronunciation would be mon ami.
Ma ami.
Usually we pronounce mon as mo It's the N is a nasal, but once there is a vowel coming after it, na, the next noun begins with a vowel. It won't be moami, it will be monami. Monami. Okay. The next noun, it is parapluie. The word parapluie means umbrella. Although it ends with E, but it has a masculine gender. Parapluie. Okay, the word it means umbrella. So how will you say my umbrella? Madam Minakshi, how will you say my umbrella? Like, let's suppose you're constructing a sentence. I cannot find my umbrella.
Just a second.
How will you say?
Parapluie. Am I right?
Yes.
Parapluie.
Parapluie.
My umbrella. Parapluie. Mo parapluie.
Mo parapluie. Exactly. Mo parapluie. Perfect. Then the next word after parapluie, it is just a second. After parapluie, the next word is parent. The word parent means parents. Okay, there is an S at the end. So usually nouns, whenever you're getting an S at the end, it is a plural noun. Okay, but there are also some singular nouns which also end with the consonant S. But usually it's a plural ending. Okay, when you're adding the S, it's plural. So parent, it's plural. Parents. Okay. So how will one say my parents in French? Like I love my parents. Suppose you want to write a sentence like this. I love my parents. So how will you say my parents? Who will answer?
So it will be mes parents.
Mes parents. Right.
Mes parents.
Mes parents. Exactement. Very good.
Mes parents.
Mes parents. Yes. The S will be silent for mes. So it will be mes parents. My parents. Then the next word is voisin. Take a look at this word voisin. There is again an S coming at the end, so it's plural. Okay. Now the word voisin means neighbor, neighbor. But here it is plural, so it's neighbors. So how will you say my neighbors, Madame Stella? My neighbors.
Yeah, just a minute. Mo my neighbors may uh, neighbors mean was
Voisin. So it will be
yeah
mes voisins.
may was
Mes voisins. How will okay, Madame Meenakshi, how will you say your neighbors? Like you're writing
Your
a
neighbors.
okay.
Your neighbors. Just a second. Your neighbors. They
Tes voisins. Perfect. Tes
they
voisins.
was they
Yes.
was
Perfect. The next noun given is fear. F-I-L-L-E. Fear. Now the word fear means daughter. It has another meaning. It can mean girl, but here it can also mean daughter. So let's take it in the letter sense, daughter. So how will you say, like if someone wants to say my daughter? So how will one say it, my daughter? Suppose the person is writing in French. I love my daughter. So how will this my daughter will be written? Will it
Ma
be
fear.
ma fille? Exactly, ma fille. Perfect. My daughter, because the word fear is feminine, so it has to be ma before it.
Yes.
The next word is voiture, which means car. It is also
Sir,
feminine.
pardon me, sir. Number 8, what's the pronunciation?
It's
Fille. Daughter.
the L sound will be silent, madam, and the I, which is usually pronounced short, E, will roll a little longer. So instead of saying fee, we'll be saying fee, fee, fee,
Fille.
fee,
Fille.
fee. Just roll a bit. Like, when once you roll it, there'll be a Y touch coming to the I sound. Fee, fee,
Fille.
fee. Okay,
Okay,
so it's not
thank you, sir.
fee, it's fee, fee. Our I is gonna roll a little bit. Fee. Then the next word, number 10, is écharpe. Écharpe means scarf. Scarf. Écharpe. Scarf. So how will one say my scarf?
So what will be number 9?
Voiture. Okay, voiture means car. So if you want to say like my car, so how will you say? Ma voiture. If
Ma
someone wants to
voiture.
say, yeah, if someone wants to say your car, it will be
Ta voiture.
ta voiture. Perfect. Now, écharpe is a feminine noun, but it begins with a vowel. So it will be, if someone wants to say my scarf, like I have lost my scarf. So how will you say that? My scarf. Will it be mon écharpe or ma écharpe?
Mon écharpe.
Mon écharpe, because écharpe begins with a vowel.
Yes.
Now we move to the other part of the worksheet. The next one is cuisine. The word cuisine here means cousins, but I have used the feminine plural form. Okay, there is an E and S at the end, and in bracket you can see I have written F. So it's cousine here means cousins, but I mean cousin sisters. Okay, so if you want to say my cousin sisters, how will you say?
Mes cousines.
Mes cousines. Your cousin sisters,
Tes cousines.
right? The next word is travailler. Travailler. The last L will be silent. Travailler. The word travailler means work. 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 So it can mean work and also the place where you work. That it can also mean used in that sense as well. So how will you say my work?
Mon travail.
Mon travail, because it's masculine. Perfect. The next word is cheveux. We just saw this word, in that previous body parts document. Cheveux. The word cheveux means hair, but the word is used in plural in French. It has a singular form as well, but when we are speaking generally, okay, in English we use it in singular hair, but in French the word comes in plural form. Okay, like if you want to say like he, she has long hair, uh, like I have short hair, like this. So this, but in French the word will be in plural. So cheveux is plural. Okay. So if someone wants to say my hair, so how will you say? How will it be said?
Mes cheveux.
So it will be mes cheveux,
Mes cheveux.
mes cheveux, mes cheveux. The next word is visage, which means face. So how will one say uh, his face? The first time I'm asking you for a third person position. His face. How will it be said in French? His face.
Son visage.
Son visage. And,
Sans
and, and if it is her face,
sa visage.
son visage,
Then also
because the word
son visage.
then also son visage, because the word visage is masculine. So it's going to be son before it always. It doesn't matter whose face I'm talking about. Okay. Next one is the word is a little long. Try to repeat after me. Imperméable. 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 Which means raincoat. Imperméable means raincoat. It has a masculine gender. So how will you say my raincoat?
Mon, mon imperméable.
Mon imperméable. Usually what happens, when you are pronouncing when after mo, when there is even also after ton and son, when there is a vowel coming, the final n, is linked to the next vowel. So we pronounce like this. Mon n'est perméable. 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 Okay, like that. So then the next word is adresse. The word adresse has got three different meanings in French. Okay. But of course, one of the meanings, as it seems from the spelling, it means address. Someone's, you know, residential address. Or, like.
Sir,
So,
sir, pardon me, sir. Number four, Monami, and this one, the last one. mm,
mon n'est perméable. Mon n'est perméable.
is there any kind of relation with pronunciation?
Yes,
Uh,
yes. Whatever happens, madam, this mo, when it is followed by a noun starting with a vowel, that
okay.
n sound, which is otherwise nasal, we pronounce it as mo. That n sound will
Mo,
become prominent, and we'll link that n sound to the next vowel sound, like mon ami, mon imperméable, like that.
mo,
That n sound will come with the next vowel. Mon ami, mon imperméable, mon imperméable. You see that na is coming, n'imperméable. Mon ami, mon imperméable, like this.
okay, thank you, sir.
Then the number 7, saison favorite, favorite season, favorite season. So the word saison has a feminine gender. Now you can tell me that if it is favorite season, why the word favorite is going after the noun? Yes, in French it does. As per the French sentence order, French syntax, the adjective or a qualifying adjective usually goes after the noun. So it's not favorite saison, but saison favorite. So how will you say my favorite season? Will it be mon saison favorite or ma saison favorite or mes saison favorite? Who can answer?
Ma saison favorite.
Ma saison favorite. Exactly. The next word is doa, which means fingers. I'm saying fingers because there is an S added at the end. So I'm using it in the plural sense. So how will one say his fingers? Like you want to write a sentence like his fingers are, bleeding. Suppose you want to say a sentence like this. So how will you say his fingers? Will it be so dua,
Say dua.
sa dua, se dua,
Say dua. Say dua.
Say dua.
se dua? And if it is her fingers,
Then also
then
say dua.
Sa dua.
se dua. All the same.
Say dua.
Film favori, favorite film. Again, favori is going after it, not favori film, as we say in English, favorite film. It will be film favori. So the word film has a masculine gender. So how will you say my favorite film?
More film favorite.
Ma film
More,
favorite.
more film favori. And your favorite film?
Son film favorite.
Song.
His favorite film?
Son. Son.
Song.
Her film?
Song
Her
film
favorite
favorite.
film? Her favorite film?
Son film favorite.
Song film favorite.
Her film favori. Exactly. And the last one, chaise. The word chaise means chair, chair, but there is an S at the end, so I'm using it in the plural form. Chairs, chairs. So how will you say my chairs? Like these are my chairs. Like you are the owner of these chairs. You have bought them.
Mes chaises.
Mes chairs. Your chairs.
Tes chaises.
Yes,
Say.
like that. Exactly. Exactly. Now I'm giving you all a couple of some time. Just go through this. Do a small recapitulation in your mind of this worksheet, whatever we have done today. And if you have any conceptual difficulty, please come up before we wrap up. Yeah, we are done for the day. Just some time. I'm letting you just like recapitulate and like
Sir, can you please give an example of un?
Could you come again, Obio? What are you asking?
Sir, can you please give an example of un?
Oh, yun. Okay. Like we
Un.
can use and yun with these examples as well. Like the first one, montre means watch. Okay. Suppose I want to say, like I'm saying this to you, okay, I have a watch, or I have a beautiful watch. Like just an example. Okay. So how will I say this? A watch. Because I'm saying a watch because the identity of this watch is not known to you. So I'm just kind of introducing this idea, this noun. So I'm saying a watch. I'm using an indefinite article. So how will you say a watch? Which article will you use? Will you use a or une?
Un. Un montre.
Une montre. Exactly. The second one. U-N-E. Une. Because the word montre is feminine. That's why. Okay. Like the third one, jardin. Garden. It has a masculine gender. Suppose you are writing a sentence. There is a garden beside my house. An example sentence. There is a garden beside my house. So how will you say this? A garden, or there is a garden. So the person to whom you're writing this, that person has absolutely no idea regarding the identity of this garden. And you are introducing this concept, this idea of this garden for the first time to him or her. So you're
So,
saying a garden. It's
ah,
un jardin. Exactly,
ah,
madam. Un
Ah,
jardin.
garden.
Not
that's right.
une, but un. Because the word jardin is
Ah,
masculine. So this way, you can use un
ah,
and une as well. Yes. And if the noun becomes plural, we will be using they, des, they. But there is a thing regarding the pronunciation. The masculine article the n, it's usually nasal. But, but if the next word starts with a vowel, if the next word begins with a vowel, that remains. The nasal sound remains, but that n sound, n, this also comes. How? With the next vowel sound. For example, I'll give a one example. Take a look. Like the word on the right hand side, number 5, raincoat, imperméable. This is a masculine noun beginning with a vowel, right? So if I want to say a raincoat, like you want to say, I have a raincoat. Like so it's a raincoat. Like you just want to say that you have a raincoat. Okay. So you're using an indefinite, article before it, a raincoat. You're not saying the or anything like that. So because to whom you're saying this, that person have no idea regarding the nature of this raincoat. You're just giving it as an information. You're introducing this for the first time, this thing. I have a raincoat, so you're saying. So how will you say a raincoat? The word imperméable has masculine, so obviously it's going to be un, but take a look at the pronunciation. It will be un imperméable. That n sound will also come. In case of consonant, when the next word begins with a consonant, the n sound doesn't come at all. It's all nasal. But when there's a vowel coming after it, the nasal will stay, but the n sound will also come. So it will be un imperméable. Un imperméable. Like this. Okay.
okay, sir. Sure. Understood.
So, this raincoat pronunciation of raincoat is very difficult.
Yes, it is. It's a little long. It's
Very difficult.
imperméable. That first M, madam, I am, that M is also nasal, huh? So it's un, not
Uh,
M. It's
um,
imperméable. Imperméable.
Permeable.
Imperméable.
Permeable. Permeable.
Imperméable. Okay. Okay. And for the plural ones, for the possessive words as well as for this article, like may, they, say, and they, the article they, for all of these, end with an S. They all end with the consonant S, which is usually silent. So we say may, they, say, they like this. But once there is a vowel coming after it, the next word begins with a vowel. We are going to pronounce this S. We are going to connect this S sound with the next vowel. And how are we going to do it? Like a Z. The S will be pronounced like a Z. Like may will be pronounced as may Z. Te will be te Z. Like my friends, plural. It will be me zami, not meami, me zami. Your friends, te zami. His friends, say zami. Some friends, I have some friends. More than one, small group. So it will be de zami, not deami, de zami. That S will be pronounced like a Z with the next vowel. Z. Okay. All right. So if you have no further clarification, like questions or anything you want to ask, so we call it halt for today and enjoy the the festivities around and wish you all like enjoy yourself and see you all next Friday. And
Same,
all right,
same to you, sir.
Bye.
Happy Durga Puja.
Thank you, sir.
Bye
You
bye.
also enjoy the festive
Thank
mood.
you. Thank you.
Same to you, sir. Happy
Thank
Durga
you.
Puja.
Happy Durga Puja. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Over.